Hey guys, Elite Legionario here. Today I'll be bringing you another 1v1 for Shogun 2 Total War. This time we'll be up against a chap called Deathstalker.pt. I think that's meant to represent a rank, but I'm not sure what PT is. I mean, private would be PVT. I don't know if it's meant to be that or not. But anyway, I'm waffling. I have 2 units of Yari Samurai in the back. I have 4 units of camera troubles. Had 4 units of Nodachi Samurai. Sorry, 3 units of Nodachi Samurai and one of my veterans, which I actually forgot to rest, so it's only a little half strength, so that was really bad. That was my red katana guard. I had, I think it's 4 units of Bow Samurai, 2 units of Yari Cavalry, and my general unit. I'm going to come down here and on a rush. I wanted to try and get the, let's see, what is it? I probably actually should have gone for the shrine, but I wanted to use the forest to my advantage. So I was going to, I wanted to come over here actually. He's got the workshop, which I reckon is better than this farmhouse, which increases speed and stamina. But this does more for armour. And his army's, this was like one of my first encounters with a gunpowder armour, and a lot of these units are from the Fall of Samurai expansion, I think. Don't quote me on that though. This unit here looks very upgraded. Black Bear infantry. They look pretty strong. He's also got more Black Bear infantry. He's got matchlock Kachi. He's got 4 katana Kachi. I think they're reasonable swordsmen. I'm not sure though, they might be better than mine. I really don't know yet with certain units. They do well, I think. He's also got his general up there, and he's got 2 units of these Yari Cavalry, which I'm not really sure what the difference is from regular Yari Cavalry yet. I think they might be a wee bit better at melee, or they could just be another variant of it, I'm not sure. Fortunately for me, I outrange them with my archers. So I'm going to do quite well in the missile duel which is going to take place. I should have stayed out of range further though, not let him get into range, because his men do a lot of damage to my archers, and I really should let my archers just, keep the fight going better than this, because these Black Bear infantry just do heaps of damage to me. As you can see, they're firing away like mad, and now he's going to charge in here. I did do quite a bit of damage to his 2 units though. Here he charges in an attempt to get this. I tried to use one of my light cavalry. I forgot to tell you the light cavalry unit. I tried to use it to capture this shrine here, but I also used it as somewhat bait, because as soon as he comes in I unleashed my 2 units of Yari Cavalry to try and destroy his cavalry, so it was somewhat of a trap I tried to do. Here he charges his katana Kachi, and I'm going to charge my Nodachi and my red guard down to try and defeat him, but I think his infantry's better. I don't know if it's so though. So over here the cavalry fight is pretty even. I think the Yari Ki might be a wee bit better at melee combat than Yari Cavalry, because my men rout sooner than his. His men do get pretty banged up though, but that my trap didn't really work that well. It didn't. It basically just nullified the cavalry for both of us. I'm going to bring my general in to finish up the job. I'm confident that he would survive this. Because I've also got 2 units of Yari Samurai right into support, so I'm confident he could survive that. So in the centre here, my Nodachi Samurai are proving that they aren't really as good as these katana Kachi. I might be wrong though, I might just not. I did get them a downhill charge which works to their strengths, but I don't think they're as good because they just don't do as well. That or this other guy's just got, I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm just not familiar enough with the unit. So I'm going to destroy his cavalry, so basically the cavalry for both sides gets nullified. The missile duel is sort of, I destroyed most of these Black Bears and a good number of these, but he does withdraw some Black Bear, and these he's got some, where are they? Matchlock Kachi. So my Yari samurai come in, and they seem to be they're more competent at a longer running, like a prolonged melee than the Nodachi. Nodachi are all about the charge, so I really should have charged them in and pulled them back out. Here I'm going to attempt to charge his Black Bear infantry in an attempt to destroy them with my my katana samurai here, which I'm hoping. Yari samurai, my bad. Yari samurai. So I appear to have won the main infantry duel, and by this point I was feeling a wee bit confident, but he's going to retreat uphill, and this is going to be a real pain. He unleashes these matchlock Kachi, and his general, which is a gun unit, clearly a sort of westernized Japanese thing. This must be the Fall of the Samurai stuff, because I have got Fall of the Samurai as well. I bought that too, but I just want to get used to this one beforehand. So I'm doing quite well against these Black Bear infantry. As you can see, he just pulled his Yari out of his neck. So these Yari samurai are quite capable, very good, because they've done quite a bit of damage, but this missile fire will do a lot of damage. So I'm going to rush over, and I was really, it was starting to turn into my favour, and I was feeling pretty confident by this point that I'd be able to win, but it soon doesn't go my way. As you can see, my Yari samurai did not win this fight over here against these Black Bears, although they certainly put up a good show. So here he charges his general round, and I wanted to catch his general real bad. I get my Nodachi samurai into them, and I really wanted to kill his general, because I've seen the results of when your general dies, your army sort of just caves in. But I make the big mistake of rushing my Nodachi uphill. I should not have done this. I should have consolidated my forces and captured these bonus buildings, because going uphill like this, myself divided, it was the worst thing. But I was feeling pretty riding pretty high. I was like, I had it. So here I charge into his Black Bear infantry again, which I think are okay at melee for a gun unit, but no match for my Yari samurai. Yari samurai, which appear to be doing quite well. But they appear to have given my Yari. So as I go uphill, the same thing happens over here with my Nodachi against his matchlock Kachi. So that was 2 units I really wasted. I realised what was happening, and I retreated. And I probably should have consolidated my men and captured more of these buildings, but I just didn't, because I thought, well, if I'm going to be sitting out there in the open, my units are going to get shot to pieces by his matchlocks. So I went to the forest where I hope I could have some bonuses, and I could eventually shoot him with my arrows, which I still got a few archer units, as you can see. But he's got his general unit roaming with their guns, and he's going to inflict quite a lot of damage on me and my units that are routing. But I've been having some trouble of late with the gun armies, but I found a pretty good counter, which I'll show in my next battle. I think it's a reasonable counter anyway. So I'm going to use the forest to my advantage to give me some cover, and he's also, the advantage I have is that he won't be shooting into even terrain, which won't help him that much. But I think these matchlock Kachi really look to be quite well armoured. So my units of, I think they're just bow ashigaru, no, they're bow samurai rather. So he's going to be able to cause quite a bit of damage with his Black Bears. So my archers are doing a good job, though. I think they did pretty well. They seem to have better range than a lot of these gun units, but these gun units are very devastating. It's clear to me that when you go up against them, you definitely need like a Yari Ashigaru or something as a meat shield, particularly with Nodachi type units, and I think I didn't use my units of Yari Ashigaru that well in this regard. But I'm still pleased with my archers, because there's quite a lot of his, this guy was, I think, a rank 5 or 6 when I was rank 3, so I feel pretty good beating nearly beating someone. I don't actually end up winning this, believe it or not. I squander it somehow. I think I've run out of arrows or something. But see, it's starting to come against me here for some reason. I thought I looked to be in pretty good shape because I still got some of my Nodachi here, and they're rested. And I also got some this is my Yari Ishigaru, my more elite unit, as I called them, the front guards. They seem to be a unit that had been meat shields before, but they seem to have excelled at meat shielding themselves. So I'm going to charge downhill right now, try and catch his matchlock Kachi in a full downhill charge with my Nodachi. I was certain they would win that without a doubt, but I'm just going to bring another unit in just to be sure, and I want to destroy his matchlock Kachi immediately, and I seem to have succeeded. But he's going to pull back again, I'm surprised that the bar's so much against me. I seem to have more men than him, but it's his general unit, I presume. So I lost my general before, I think. He got shot by a volley of missiles, so I actually lost my general. So that might be why my men are out so much easier than his men, basically. So I'm going to move a bit higher into the woods up here, but the mistake I've made is that he's been able to I think capture too many of these these bonuses. I think that also helped. I should not have let him capture that. That was a big mistake on my part, and I recognise that as a mistake too. I shouldn't have allowed that to happen. This map's quite interesting because you got to kind of rush to get where you need to get to. So I was still confident though that I could beat his general and these units of black bears, which are wavering. So I was going to do I'm all out of arrows now though, so there's a problem, and I see that his general's way over there all by himself, so I'm going to attempt a charge against these black bear infantry and hopefully rout them, but it does not work. Just a couple of volleys of his men just blow me, cause my troops to just cave in. Again, I'm not often sure how much these units can last. I was really hoping I could just charge, break it, and then he'd turn with his cav, but his cav are a gun cav unit anyway, so he would have won that too. So as you can see, my men just completely give up before I even get there. So yeah, I mean, it's really all I can do. I know if I had cavalry it would have been brilliant, but my cav didn't survive that attempted trap, and I'm going to try and capture this farmhouse, but he's going to go uphill, and he's just going to pick me apart with his general's gun units when they come back. So I don't really have much of a choice but to just charge and hope I can catch him. So I'm doing the best I can, but I just can't see it's going to work. But that's pretty much it. Now I was attempting to capture the farmhouse to increase stamina and hopefully be able to catch up to his units, but it's not going to happen. So my front guards are not going to be of much use here, and now his general's just going to come along with their guns and shoot me right in the flank, I suspect. Yep. And that's that, and I see his general there and I think, well, why not, let's just charge him, see if we can kill him. You never know, it might make his men give up. But my mistake was that I let my general get killed. If he had survived, I think perhaps I might have been in for a bit of a show, but clearly I'm not going to be able to win this one. It came right down to the wire, which is still pretty good, and I consider this person a much better rank than me, probably more experienced than me too. He did have 3 or 4 more stars than me, I can't really remember. And they're just going to shoot my Nodachi, and they're just going to give in pretty much right away. And that's it, they rout, and that's me defeated. But again, it was a fairly close game. but I should have, should have probably stuck to the woods a little more with my archers and been more cautious with my cavalry, and I could have won this. But let's have a look at the statistics. It was a very close game, and I was pretty pleased with it in the end. So I have a couple of victories, a couple of defeats. So far, I'm still trying to find my legs in this game, basically. It'll probably take a few games before I get it completely together. I do enjoy it though. It's a lot of fun, and always cool to see new styles of warfare in these games and learn new strategy and whatnot. Just even looking at the new unit models is really fun as well. So I'm really enjoying it all round. All round, but I'm still pretty much just not winning a great deal of my battles at the moment though, because I keep running. I do a lot of the matchmaking, but they reckon doing the battle list is better, but I kind of like doing the matchmaking one where you conquer the lands. So there's the statistics. I had 1,278 men. I lost 1,104 and I killed 1,014. He had 1,290 men. He basically just the same as my things flopped around. We got 1,028 losses and 1,104 kills. So there's the statistics. My general didn't do so flash this time. My Nodachi, a couple of them did very good. The other ones only did very average. I did my Katana Guard, but it wasn't a full unit when I put it in. I forgot about it when I put it in, so that was a bit of a mistake. My Yari Ashikaru didn't do that great. My Bow Samurai, they did very good against those matchlocks and black bears and whatnot. My Yari Cavalry didn't do too flashes. He did okay. That one didn't do very good. Nor did my Light Cavalry for that matter. But my Yari Samurai, they did pretty well. They got quite owned as well, but they got quite a lot of kills because there were so many things shooting at them when they got owned. But his army, as you can see, his black bears, look at this one, got 288 kills. But they did very well. So you got 111. Katana Kachi, I'm not sure if they're better than Nodachi or not. It just depends on how you use things, I suppose. But anyway, it's a good game to Deathstalker.pt. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you next time.